Hey guys, Revan here, and welcome back to AstroBlock episode 3, where today we're going to Earth. So sit back, enjoy the episode, and let's see what we can't get done. That's right, you heard it. We're going to Earth. At least that's what we're going to shoot for. No, seriously, we finished up the fuel last episode, and we finished up the rocket, and in between I actually did a little bit of a stream, and I transferred all of our naphtha over to refined fuel, so we are good on this. I really do need to work on a better pickaxe. Boom. All right. So once we get to Earth, I think my plan is going to be to live in the space station. I kind of feel like since this is a space travel type of pack here, I mean, the pack's name is AstroBlock, I kind of feel like we have to live in a space station. And I have a few ideas of what I want to go for a base. So at least for now, that's going to be the plan. I don't know the logistics of traveling from the station back to Earth, but I'm hoping that there's going to be something that makes that, just a little bit easier. So for now, I think we need to get, let's see. We have, where are you? Let me grab one of these energy storage devices, and we're going to need some wire. So I think it was just aluminum wire. We'll just type in wire. All right. Just 2 pieces of aluminum and an iron plate, so we should have that still. Once we get to Earth, we are going to have to re-up on our our supplies here. All right, so from my understanding is I just need to power this loader, and will you go on correctly? Yes. Now I have my trusty dusty backpack here with a couple batteries in it, so let's see if we can't fuel this guy up. All right, so fuel tank can be filled with fuel. All right, actually we don't even need the charger. We can just use these batteries here. So I can take you off and you check down, and I'll kind of let this do its thing. I just want to kind of babysit it just for a little bit until that battery runs out, because I'm not really sure how much of this fuel it's going to take. But I think one of the things that we can do is if I click on the rocket and get in, as long as I don't hit the space bar, we should be good. Now, G inventory, so our fuel is at 74%. So let's hop out here. Weird that it puts you in F5 mode. And our batteries are being recharged from our trusty dusty flux capacitor, which we're gonna have to fill up before we leave. Question is, how much is this actually going to take? All right, so fuel. All right, so fuel is full. What do we want to take with us when we go to Earth? That is going to be the question. I think for now we can put our batteries back in here, our aluminum wire. We'll keep the tank on us, and we have some food on us. Let's just recharge everything before we go. Why is this guy not? Oh yeah, he only loads if he's in your inventory. All right, so as you can tell, I've done this lots of times before, and I know what I'm doing. So I'm 100% positive, and I can guarantee you 100% that nothing bad is going to happen here. I'm scared. All right. So we just got to hit the space bar. That's a bit loud. Nine, 8, 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I don't want to blow up. Please don't blow up. All right, we have liftoff. Now I think this just kind of goes up to 256, and then you kind of enter into an orbital view, which, you know, in this case, since we're already in space, it's going to be a little bit weird, but once we get to a certain height, we'll actually be able to select the Earth as our target. What is that little dot? Oh, that's one of my waypoints. All right, there we go. So we select overworld, click zoom again, click again to zoom view and moon satellites. Ooh, so we needed aluminum, iron, and tin along with us, along with an advanced wafer to create a space station. I guess we have to go to Earth. Let's click launch. I was not expecting to actually have to build a space station. What is that? No wants. Oh, something just fell. I think that was my rocket. Yeah. And it's going to put me in the middle of the ocean, so I have to swim all the way down. And I think you have to actually touch the ground in order for the parachute to come out. So how do I get my fuel back? Really? I have oxygen tanks on. What do you mean I'm dying? No, no, no. We're going to pretend like this never happened. So we have our rocket. We have no fuel. And yeah. That was fun. So I guess I have a little bit more grinding to do. We can put you on there. Let's just see how much fuel we have. We have no fuel because the fuel is on the bottom. Okay. Wunderbar. All right. Well, looks like I get to go do some grinding. So I'll be back after I brew up some more fuel. All right, guys, look. I got to break this to you. My plan was to jump on tonight, do a relatively simple episode, go to Earth, you know, do some exploring there. Not just spend the last 2 hours making up more refined fuel, but hey, we live and we learn, right? So I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get the fuel out of the rocket, since this tank doesn't seem to want to work. And if I just do fuel, I'm not really seeing. I mean, there's a filled fuel canister, but that only holds 100. In tanks, we have the ender tanks, the basic fluid tank, which is, you know, pretty much what we have. So I'm not really seeing like what else we're supposed to be utilizing to get the fluid out or the fuel out. But I got that in there. We got some more fuel. Now we just have to fill this rocket back up. Try blasting off again. Hopefully it'll put us down near the same spot, because if I can ever figure out how to get that fuel out, I would definitely would like to, because it's not cheap to make it. I shouldn't say it's not cheap. It's not the fastest thing in the world to make at this stage in the game. So yeah. Inventory. I'm just going to toss this stuff in the inventory. I don't actually know. Let me keep this on me. I don't know if it needs to be in the inventory of the rocket or if it just needs to be in my inventory. But if we just end up in Earth, we end up in Earth. You know, we can make do with that. Okay, let's try this again. I did make a basic fluid tank for mechanism just to see if maybe that'll allow me to take the fluid or the fuel out of that chest, but not really sure it's gonna work. Now we get to wait for this whole fun thing to happen again. All right, so now we are back to the Earth map, and I can actually create my space station. Ah, this is home. I thought this was the space station right here. It's not. This little thing is. So let's try to launch onto that. Okay. Uh, so gravity is even less here. It seems like. All right. Can we have our rocket? All right. So we can just, why didn't that work last time? I wonder. All right. So we have a rocket. We have our fuel. And oh, maybe we won't live out in space. Like, this is interesting, but wow. You have a lot less control up here than you do on our normal space stations, to the point where I'm not sure I'm ever getting back down to my base down there. But maybe if we like seal it with oxygen or something like that, we'll have a bit of gravity. How do I get back? I'm still going up. So we definitely can't hit a rocket pad. So did I just kill myself by floating off into space here? All right, guys, I have to be honest. I used creative there to fly back down. I was just getting further and further away. Just a slight tap of the space bar and you are forever floating. All right, well, I'm going to say this. Don't use the space station. Oh, if I just kind of go downwards, it takes me into the earth. Okay. So I'm not going to make the same mistake of trying to get my chest, although it doesn't really seem like I have any options for steering. So I'm just going to have to hit the bottom and swim up as quickly as possible here before our oxygen runs out. All right, there we go. All right, now can we actually make it to our chest? I'm going to say no. It's a lost cause. I'll go get it at a later point in time. What we can do is we'll just leave that death marker there. Well, we finally made it to Earth. So I guess the, let's see, what is the, we got an anvil pet. It wants us to make a dungeon locator, and to get some ores. So we need to find a place where we want to live. Let's see. Jetpack probably not going to do as well over here. Yeah. Probably just going to be, what do you do? Auto repairs, iron nuggets. We don't really want it to auto repair stuff. All right, so we do have lost cities over here, but those places are, I believe the mobs spawn in there no matter what, like no matter what time of day it is. Ow. I'm gonna take off the jetpack for now. We have some structure over here, but I think I'm just gonna kind of run around and what just broke? I'm just gonna run around and try to find some place to call home before the sun goes down, even though it looks like it's going down really quickly. So hopefully I don't die right away. What we should do is, what is it? Alt. Yeah. New. We'll put a teleporter here so that if we do die, hopefully we can come back. The only problem is if we die, that's going to be in our corpse. Oh, wait, never mind. If we die, we keep our inventory, so. We got more lost cities, but yeah, I'll bring you guys back if I find anything interesting. All right, well, I think I found a a place that I'm going to kind of make my base on, or at least start with until we can find someplace better. It's just a relatively high little bluff here, with a little view of the ocean. Got some mountains over there. There is a lost city right over there, so we have close proximity to a lost city there. I believe there is another one just on the other side of that mountain there. So we have plenty of areas that we can kind of explore with, and it's should be relatively easy to defend. I mean, I can kind of landscape this enough so it's going to be like a too high barrier anywhere so mobs can't jump up. And then really the only thing that we have to worry about is building some type of barricade here. Because from my understanding, there will be mods that aren't the friendliest things in the world that'll eventually kind of come for us. So in the meantime, let me just see if I can't get this Enderman over here to get his Ender Pearls. So I'll just dirty the place up a little bit and like you do all that stuff, and then the little guy, just the moment you turn your back on him, he just up and vanishes on you. Unpleasant. So I'm going to make a little starter base here. I'm going to set my spawn here with this little gadget here. So control left shift, we're going to say home, and we're going to delete that. So now, oh, I thought I said, okay. Oh, that was my space station. Not to worry. We can just add Earth, subtract Earth, add that, and then we should be able to just take off our armor here and go die real quick, and it should send us back to the space station because we haven't actually we haven't slept in a bed or anything like that. So let's go find us something to kill us. And look at that, we're home. So now we can set this to space. There we go. And we can just warp back. I needed to come back here anyways to get supplies, but yep, I will bring you guys back as soon as I have a little bit of a base built. So I think we have finished our little temporary structure. I really just kind of made a, pretty much just your standard box. I made the entire surrounding area too high so mobs can't kind of get up into my platform. I also lit everything up in the near area so that hopefully nothing really spawns. I mean, things are still within range to kind of spawn down there and up on this mountaintop, but with everything being too high and then this fence right here, I shouldn't really be getting any mobs inside of my little area. So I should be able to work in relative peace. I mean, there's still going to be things like, I think there's flying spiders with rocket packs or something like that. But yeah, this is just, actually, I can take this down. This was just a little temporary structure because of the fact that when it rains here, it's actually acid rain and it starts hurting a lot. I also went off into that lost city over there and managed to find myself a plasma shotgun. I created the flux bore and upgraded that to reinforced so that we can actually start digging, because the next thing that I need to do is dig down. So what I did is I went back to the base in space, the space base. That's just kind of fun to say. And I picked up our solar panel and our coal generators, which you can see are empty right now because we're kind of running out of coal from making all these torches and stuff. And then I lined up all of the energy storage clusters we'd been collecting just into a large chunk here. So eventually these things will fill up. I mean, they each take about 1.5 million RF. So I have what, 3, 6, 8, and then I have one inside. So that's almost 15 million RF that I'll be able to store up. And because this thing just it doesn't really, it's not even generating. Sun is not visible. Okay, So when there's a cloud, it's not generating. Yeah, it's kind of, it's not great, but it is something. So when the sun is out, I'll store a little bit of energy and we'll be good there. And then inside, I brought all of my stuff over, which took a long time. Thankfully, I have a backpack and a couple shulker boxes, but I just started somewhat organizing things. Like I have all of my ores in here, kind of machine parts and random things, some coal, food in here, wood, just an empty one. These are going to be like mob drops. And then I have this bottom one is for ores, food, and then my inventory pets up there. Then obviously I have the charge pad, so I can just hop on here and charge. Another battery in here. And then I put one of the redstone switchable aluminum wires right here. So because these things will continually draw power, I didn't want them just constantly taking away from the system. So when I need to use the compressor or the circuit fabricator, I can just hit that switch and they will start powering up. But yeah. And then I made a little bit of a charcoal factory right here. I had to pop a hole in the ceiling because I apparently underestimated how tall these things get. But I have wood and sticks being fed into there to try to kind of speed up how much stuff is actually able to burn. And then hopefully, you know, we'll just over time start making coal. One of the first things that I want to do, because I am running out of redstone, is I believe if we take, where is it? I know I had a bucket full of lava here. I need a bucket of water. And, oh, there's the lava. A bucket of lava. And then I'm going to need, I think, 12 diamonds and some cobblestone. Because what I want to do is make ourselves a redstone generator. And in order to do that, it's actually fairly simple. It just takes 6 diamond pickaxes, and I just made 3, a bucket of lava and water and some redstone. So we're gonna need 6. There we go. We're gonna need some more of these and some more diamonds. We're gonna need 6 more diamonds. So there we go. That ought to get us to where we need to be for the generator. And then just pop this in. Now, do I have another? I do have one more hopper. And I should have... I don't. All right, so let's just make ourselves another drawer real quick. I think it's just 6 and a chest. Oop, forgot. These magnetic crafting benches are nice. They kind of fill the role of the tinker's table, where you can actually just leave items in there. I don't think they actually hook up to an inventory though. So we'll just put you here. Put that there and that on top. Now that is actually just going to make us redstone blocks. Now that is a hint, giving you guys a little bit of a hint of what I'm going to be going towards for power, but I don't think I'm going to set that up until next episode. What I kind of want to do for the remainder of this episode is do a little bit of spelunking, go down into the caves, look for some ores, and kind of just establish myself a little bit more here. Our next stop is eventually going to be the moon, but I don't want to go there until, you know, I've at least upgraded my spacesuits. I have a decent amount of ores, a little bit more offensive and defensive power. And especially, I think I want to get into becoming an android before I go up there. That way I don't have to worry about oxygen tanks and stuff like that. But we have a little ways to go from there. I need to go grind some more androids in the city because I only have, where if I ever remember here, which one was it? This chest. I only have a torso and a head so far. So I still need the spine, the legs, and the arms before that I can actually, you know, complete the entire body of the android. But once I do that, I shouldn't need oxygen and I shouldn't need food anymore, and it'll give me a little bit more defense power. So That's what I'm gonna do. But for now, I am going to start digging down and see if we can't find ourselves, just a nice little mining area. So I'm gonna do that, collect some resources, and then bring you guys back, and we'll kind of traverse over to the city and see if we can't not have a horrible death experience over there. So BRB, guys. And we have some ores. All right, so next step is going to go try to find, first step is going to be to sleep. Second step is going to be finding a lost city that we can explore. Now, like I mentioned before, I've already been to the one that's just outside of our base here, but I'm fairly certain that there's another one on the other side of this mountain. So I'm going to try to hit up that one before I try to go back. Make sure we have our bow and we have our rifles and a little bit of food. I recharged the jetpack before I set off here, so just gonna take a little bit of a trip. So it's not too bad. We have a little bit of a city over here and what looks to be a slightly larger one over there. So I'm going to start with this building over here, try to farm up some androids, possibly find some loot in the chest. I think you can find, sometimes you can find some decent stuff in here, but let's see what we get. I love how the doors don't spawn in. Now, I think these get harder the deeper that you go. So we're going to use our little pet here for now. Pull out our shotgun. Nothing in this floor. Ooh, actually, there is something in this floor. All right, what do we get? Oh, we got some diamonds and another dungeon locator. We found that in the first one that we visited. Here's some... I hear mobs. They must be down here, though. Yep. Oh, that's loud. And look at this. We got a little spawner here. Let's see if we can't ruining my fun here. Oh yeah, he's gonna run away from me because of the inventory pet. What do we get? We get... I'll take the golden apple and the gold and the technology. The briny redstone I don't really think that we need, but let us... Just in case we need to make an XP farm, we have it here. Because I don't know if I break this, I don't know if it's gonna pick up a spawner or not. So now we have to head up. Keep our eye out for androids that pop up. Is this the level we came in on? Yes. All right, we have another chest over here. Take the steel. Don't need the redstone. We'll take the bread for food. These guys, I'm just going to leave in here. You find these everywhere, it seems like. I am kind of surprised that I haven't come across any androids. All right, so next is this building. We'll start from the top down. All right, well, that one was a dud. Oh, android! And that's what I wanted to see. I want these guys to spawn in so that I can... Oh, these guys are not fun. Oh, don't attack me. I don't think he... Can he not get through? This guy's got 265 HP. And I don't think they drop anything particularly good. They're just more annoying than anything. Ooh, I think, did we get a legendary part for that? Oh, we did. We got a legendary leg too. Sweet. I think I need to get somewhere safe. So the nice thing about these cities, other than the fact that, you know, it's a good place to farm XP and farm the android parts, is they have a lot of building blocks. So this is a lot of free stone and concrete slabs and stuff like that. If you're just looking for something to like upgrade your base with, like look at all this gray concrete that's essentially just free to the taking. They are quite nice for that, but these guys are annoying and they will just constantly spawn in. It's just set up so like this whole area is a spawn platform for them. But let's continue on our way looking for loot. Oh, all right. Well, we got a little bit of a decent haul, and since we don't lose our inventory, it's not the end of the world for us. But yeah, those are the lost cities. Like I said, I need to get. So I got the leg, so I'm still gonna need to get the spinal column or whatever it's called, and the arms, and then I should be able to kind of transition into becoming immortal, which will be super nice, and I won't have to worry about food or any of that other fun stuff. But looking at the time, it appears this episode is done. I'm gonna have to call it quits there. First things first, I want to actually go through and collect the rewards from the things that we collected while out and about. Not too much, just a few things here and there. And let's just kind of hope we get something good. We have a banana pet. Apparently I can throw banana peels or something. We have a book and some printed silicone. So nothing really too good. Nothing to brag about. In between episodes, between now and the next episode, I am going to, you know, try to do a little bit more upgrading to the base, see about giving us a little bit more room, especially a room for power generation, and, you know, just collecting some regular resources. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps me out greatly. And until next time, stay awesome, be safe, and I'll see you later.